Drummers Against Implied Timekeeping. We're going to do psycho riffs in rock. And I'm going to do two riffs for this video. The first is Mickey Giles, who was the original drummer of King Crimson, off of the first album, In the Court of the Crimson King. Now we're going to focus in on the title track of the same name. But there are psycho riffs all over that album. But on the title track, at the 2-minute, 6-minute, and then the 9-minute mark, which is the one I really want to show you here, it's just fantastic. So it has triplets in it, 16th note triplets, 16th notes, and it's done very fast, but it's along the drums. He does it in a long line along the toms. I'm just going to play it on the snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the riff. And now I'm doing it on the snare. He's moving, so you can imagine the difficulty with that. And he just executes it flawlessly, and it flows. And then he plays over the bar into the next bar, after the riff into the next part. He's just flowing with it. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like that. Something like that. But you get an idea of just the ferociousness of that riff. And it's creative, and it's something that you should know. Now that is 45 years ago, 1969 that was recorded. I have never heard before or since any drummer do such a thing. And he's got to be given credit from a historical context, as he has really contributed to the drum set. And very few people know who he is, and especially young drummers, and I want you to know him. An amazing guy. The second one I thought of because of its placement of one note. And it's from Danzig, the band Danzig. 1993, they had a song called Mother, which was a small hit. But Chuck Biscuits was the drummer. And at the end of the first verse, he just plays the hi-hat, one placement of it, and it just worked. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just that. The hi-hat rang out before they went into the second verse. Fantastic idea. So I gotta give credit for Chuck Biscuits with that. It was just, when that came out, I was floored when I heard that. It was great. So for those of you who don't know that, check that out on YouTube as well. If you have any questions regarding these things, feel free to ask me on twitter.com/drummersagainst and facebook.com/drummersagainst-implied timekeeping. I every so often get an urge to just show younger drummers some historical perspective regarding certain drummers that have contributed to the modern drum set that you may not have heard of. I mean, who's going to talk about Chuck Biscuits, right? And I would invite you to just take a look at my catalog of videos. I have an introduction and an explain video, which just sets forth what I'm trying to do here regarding open-handed playing. I tend to make technical videos because I enjoy that, and hopefully you will. And I want to increase power and independence in your playing. So I would like you to look into these things and see where I'm coming from, all right? For those of you who have not subscribed to my channel, I invite you to subscribe. Your subscription is your way of supporting to what I'm doing and what I'm planning for the future. I have a lot of things that I'm coming up with that I think you'll like, but every so often I get the urge to just try some historical things for younger drummers, and this would be an example of it. So for those of you who have subscribed and stayed with me, thanks so much for your support. I've got some great things for you coming, and I'll continue to challenge you. So thanks so much for looking in. Let me know what you think of psycho riffs and rock, and keep me posted how you're doing. My best to each and every one of you.